Hey, welcome to the Glenn Woodward 2-pour mono slab video. The Glenn Woodward 2-pour mono slab video. If you stick around, this is going to be worth it, believe me. I think it's going to be worth it. This all started with a guy named Alan, ACAD user Alan. I'm going to try to cut to the chase as quick as possible. Here's the deal. I want to essentially build a. Suppose I want to build a two room structure. Two-room structure. I'll make it real quick. I'm going to get to the whole purpose of it. I'm going to try to explain what I'm doing here. PI. This is what Alan, the ACAD user, had. He had a room here and he had a room here. He wanted to build with these exterior walls. He wanted those walls to be built out of concrete block or whatever he wanted. I think they were concrete block. And he wanted to build a footing. He wanted to pour footing. He wanted to build this concrete block wall up to 10 foot high. And then in the center, he wanted to come back and pour monoslab. He wanted to pour monoslab here and here. And he wanted these walls right here, which are in this case, they're going to be they're going to be concrete block walls. I think that's sort of what he was thinking. And I'll do it that way, just kind of make things easier, sort of consistent. It's these walls right here, he wants to change those to wall type to 8-inch CMU block stem wall. Yeah. So he wanted to build this structure with 4 walls with a concrete block. Then he wanted to come back in later and he wanted to pour these 2 concrete slabs that were held in place, I think, by these concrete block walls. But here's a key. He wanted to have a footing underneath this. He wanted to have a footing underneath this wall here. And actually, he wanted, this is the garage, and this is this is a bedroom. So he wanted the garage lower than the bedroom. So he wanted a footing underneath this wall, and he wanted it to be monoslab that connected the two. HB, let me just see if I even have it. I don't even know if I have it. Screw it. That's what he. This is the deal. This is the purpose. I'm building 4 exterior walls, sitting on a footing going up, and inside I'm going to pour concrete slab. That's the idea. And I might just have a dividing wall right there. It might dictate that this floor is 6 inches lower than this floor. That's the deal. So I built a structure over here, okay? I built the structure, and I just got a little bit carried away. I did a little bit more to it to make it a little bit more complicated. Here it is right here. Here's his garage right here. And he's got a bedroom and a living room and whatever, these other rooms right here. And notice this garage right here is it's dropped 12 inches. It's dropped 12 inches down, which is what a garage is, right? And if I looked underneath, and just so you know, that the garage, what are slabs? The garage is a slab, that's a slab, and that's a slab. I've defined those as slabs. I don't know why I just did. Monolithic slab foundation. I'm testing chief. I'm testing chief. Here, a raised floor foundation. Let's look at this right here. Let's look at it underneath. What do you got there? Ain't this interesting? I call this a virtual slab. Have I built a foundation yet? No. I have not built a foundation. I got level 1, period. Level 1, period. By the way, I did a Skype with Glenn last night on this, Glenn Woodward, and he helped me out a lot on this. And so I'm just trying to take it a step further. But anyway, the bottom line is this interesting? Why do I have a slab with footings underneath this portion, which are the 2 bedrooms? A living room. You see the living room? It's got a raised floor foundation. I get that. I haven't built the framing yet. I haven't built the frame. This is out of the box. Nothing special. But why don't I have footings for the garage? I don't know. By the way, I call these virtual slabs, and Glenn might argue with me a little bit on the nomenclature. Are the virtual slabs, are they really there? And I don't think they're really there. I call them virtual because I can't control them. I mean, I can't. It's semantics. I call them virtual. Glenn sort of calls them virtual based on certain parameters. So anyway, there we go. Now the question is, what is controlling the footing and the size of this? What is controlling the depth of this footing? Let's cut a section through here. HB. I'm going to try to get to the chase as quick as possible. Okay, F6. Oh, this is really good. I'm going to cut 2 sections, HB. I'm going to cut 2 sections. This is going to be really good. F6. I'm trying to set this up, okay? A slash, A, check that out. I automatically detailed this. You see this? Look at that. Look at that. I have a footing at either end, right? Why don't I have a footing under here? I don't know. I don't know. Is this room UU define any different structure monolithic slab floor under this room? Cancel. Then this room here UU. Oh, I need to call it a monolithic slab. You freaking nitwit. I guess I thought just because I had made it a garage, it was going to be a monolithic slab. And oh, there it is right there. And quite frankly, I mean, I'm get rid of this auto detail stuff. Delete. Auto detail again. Auto detail again. I forget what it was. A bump. There it is. Ain't that interesting? Oh, look it over here. A bump. I'm just see. Automatic. I have not built the foundation yet. I'm just showing you what you've got so far, and this is whatever it is. But you understand that what I don't have, I still don't have. I still don't really have this wall going down beyond the slab and then a footing underneath it. You understand? That's the whole purpose of this. The whole purpose of this is it's a 2-pour system. I'm going to I'm going to put a footing. I'm going to pour a footing right here. Then I'm going to build this wall on top. And then I'm going to come back a month later. I'm going to pour this slab, and this is a floating slab. Now, Glenn and I think Alan, ACAD user, will say that slab actually goes into the concrete block. And in Australia, I guess it does, and Alan does. But I was just at a projects I'm working on right now. Is I build my I pour my footing, build my concrete block wall, and then the concrete block wall serves as the form for this slab. And then you get a little shovel footing, whatever you want. Okay. Whatever you want, I don't care. I don't care what you got. But here's the deal, and I'm going to get to the punchline. There's a big punchline here. Okay, stick with me. Big punchline. Big punchline. I gotta lead up to it. Now, what controls these footing depths? What controls these footing depths? 1 1, 1 1, oop, 1 1, oop, 1 1. Here we go. Foundation defaults. Watch this. Glenn would say, "Oh, walls with footings." I'm going to change the defaults for the mono slab. Okay, I'm going to change the defaults for the mono slab. I got to click right there, mono slab. I got to click there. Now I'm going to change the defaults for the mono slab. Okay, and default slab footings. The P-Man and I think we sort of stick with a 22-inch depth, and I don't care what. That's what we do. Footings are 22 inches deep. Garage curb. 22 inches deep, or a garage footing. Done. Let's see what happened. Did you just see what happened? A bump. See what happened? I was able to control the depth of those footings, and that's how I controlled it. Maybe you guys already know this, maybe not. But look at this. Oh, check this out. I got a slab here and a slab here. They're not even connected, are they? And we're going to address that. We're going to address that. And that's sort of the whole purpose of this. This is what we're going to shoot for. I'm going to tell you what we're going to shoot for. I'm going to tell you that what we're going to shoot for is when we auto detail, those two things are going to be poured at one time. That's what we're shooting for. Right there. All poured at one time. We auto detail. I mean, there are other ways around. I just did what I'm going to try to do automatically. I just did what I'm going to try to do automatically. And then I also want, this is what the next thing I want to do. The next thing I want to do is I want to do this. Give me a footing. 1 1. I want to pour a footing under here. You give it a fill. Fill concrete. I'm sorry, I'm leading up to this thing, and that's what I want. I want. This is what I want to automatically see. I want to see that footing there. I think I want to see this concrete block right here, and then I want to see a slab with a shovel footing right there. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm going to try to do automatically. So now the question is, how do we do that? How much time do I have? Oh, maybe I didn't even start my timer. I thought I started my timer. I'm going to end this now because I'm going to get going. This should be 2, maybe 3 parts at the most. And I apologize I haven't gotten to the punchline yet. It will be worth it, though.